Welcome back to the Expensive Coins History channel, hey coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into a super rare gem, the 6 Jefferson nickel 5-cent coins. What makes it so special? How much is it really worth? Stick around, because we're breaking down its history, rarity, and market value. Trust me, you won't want to miss this if you're a collector or just love hidden treasures. The 1970 D. Jefferson nickel, also known as the 5-cent coin. In this video, we will explore its history, design, minting background, rarity, what makes some examples worth a lot of money, its current market value, and what collectors can realistically expect this coin to be worth as we move into the year 2026. If you are a coin collector, a coin roll hunter, or someone who recently discovered one of these nickels, this video is packed with valuable information. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938 to replace the Buffalo nickel. The design features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. By 1970, this design had been in circulation for more than 3 decades and was well established as a staple of American coinage. In 1970, Jefferson nickels were struck only at the Denver Mint and the San Francisco Mint. The Denver Mint produced business strike circulation coins bearing the D Mint mark, while the San Francisco Mint struck proof coins exclusively for collectors. There were no Jefferson nickels produced at the Philadelphia Mint that year, making the 1970 D the primary circulation issue for collectors to examine today. The Denver Mint produced over 500 million 1970 D Jefferson nickels. Because of this very large mintage, the coin is considered common in circulated condition. Most examples found in everyday change show wear from years of use and are worth only their face value of 5 cents. However, mintage numbers alone do not determine a coin's true value in the collector market. The 1970 D. Jefferson nickel is made of a copper-nickel alloy consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel. The coin weighs 5 grams and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. These specifications remained standard for Jefferson nickels throughout the era. Where the story becomes interesting is in the coin's strike quality. During the late 1960s and early 1970s, many Jefferson nickels were weakly struck, especially on the reverse. The steps of Monticello often appeared flat or incomplete. This led to the creation of one of the most important designations in modern nickel collecting known as full steps. A full steps Jefferson nickel displays clearly defined and uninterrupted horizontal lines on the steps of Monticello. To qualify, the steps must be fully separated with no major breaks caused by weak strikes or heavy contact marks. Coins with this feature are significantly scarcer than normal strikes, especially for certain dates like 1970 D. Although millions of 1970 D nickels exist, only a very small number exhibit true full steps in high mint state condition. This scarcity is the primary reason why some examples of this otherwise common coin can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In circulated condition, the value of a 1970 D Jefferson nickel remains at face value. Even lightly worn examples generally do not carry a premium. In lower mint state grades, non-full steps examples typically sell for a few dollars at most. These coins are collected mainly by date and mint collectors rather than investors. The real value jump occurs when a 1970 D nickel is found in uncirculated condition with sharp detail and strong eye appeal. Coins graded in higher mint state levels without full steps may sell for modest premiums, but they are still relatively affordable. Full steps examples are where the market changes dramatically. Mid-grade full steps coins can sell for hundreds of dollars depending on overall condition, surface quality, and demand at the time of sale. High-grade full steps examples, especially those graded MS65 or higher, are extremely rare and highly sought after by advanced collectors. Auction records have shown that top-quality 1970 D full steps Jefferson nickels have sold for well over $1,000. These prices reflect the coin's difficulty in high-grade full steps condition rather than its mintage. Errors and unusual mint characteristics can also add value. Minor die breaks, doubling, or unusual mint mark placements may attract specialist collectors, but these coins should always be authenticated and professionally evaluated before assuming added value. As we move into 2026, the market outlook for the 1970 D Jefferson nickel remain stable. Common circulated coins will continue to trade at face value. Standard uncirculated examples are expected to remain affordable and accessible for most collectors. However, full steps examples are likely to remain strong in value due to limited supply and consistent collector demand. Interest in registry set collecting and high-grade modern coins continues to grow, which supports long-term value for rare full steps nickels. Coins certified by respected third-party grading services are expected to command the strongest prices. For collectors, the key takeaway is simple. Do not overlook the 1970 D Jefferson nickel just because it is common. Carefully examine the reverse of the coin, paying close attention to the steps of Monticello. A single detail can make the difference between a 5-cent coin and a 4-figure collectible. The 1970 D Jefferson nickel is an excellent example of how condition, strike quality, and rarity within a common issue can dramatically impact value. While most examples are worth only face value, rare full-step specimens represent one of the most valuable modern Jefferson nickels on the market today and are expected to remain desirable well into 2026. The 1990 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel, officially known as the United States 5-cent coin. This seemingly ordinary nickel is often overlooked, yet under the right circumstances, certain examples can be worth far more than face value. In this video, we will explore the full history of the 1990 D Jefferson nickel, its design, mintage, rarity, grading factors, why some examples are worth a lot of money, and what collectors can realistically expect for its value and market worth in 2026. The Jefferson nickel has been part of American coinage since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It was introduced during a time when the United States sought a more modern and dignified design for its circulating coins. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The reverse displays Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home, symbolizing his lasting influence on American history and architecture. The 1990 D Jefferson nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small letter D located beneath the date on the obverse of the coin. This nickel is composed of a copper-nickel alloy made up of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 5 grams and measures just over 21 millimeters in diameter, maintaining the same specifications used for Jefferson nickels for decades. In 1990, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of Jefferson nickels for general circulation. Because of this extremely high mintage, the 1990 D nickel is considered a common coin in circulated condition. Most examples found in everyday change show signs of wear and typically hold no premium over their 5-cent face value. However, rarity in coin collecting is not based solely on how many were minted. Condition, strike quality, and special characteristics play a major role in determining true value. One of the most important factors that can make a 1990 D Jefferson nickel valuable is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale that measures wear, surface preservation, luster, and overall eye appeal. Circulated coins, even those in decent shape, are generally worth only face value. Uncirculated coins, on the other hand, are coins that were never used in commerce and still retain their original mint luster. These are more desirable to collectors. Another major value driver for Jefferson nickels is the full steps designation. On the reverse of the coin, Monticello is shown with a staircase leading up to its entrance. For a coin to qualify as full steps, the steps must appear sharply defined with clear, uninterrupted horizontal lines. This level of detail was not always achieved during mass production, making full steps examples significantly scarcer. Collectors actively seek out these coins, especially when they are in high mint state grades. A typical 1990 D Jefferson nickel in circulated condition is generally worth only 5 cents. Even lightly circulated examples rarely bring more than a small premium. Uncirculated coins without full steps may be worth anywhere from a few cents to a few dollars, depending on how clean and attractive they are. These coins are often collected by date and mint mark collectors who aim to complete full Jefferson nickel sets. High-grade uncirculated examples, particularly those graded at the upper end of the mint state scale, can be much more valuable. When a 1990 Jefferson nickel is professionally graded and confirmed to have full steps, its value increases dramatically. These coins are far scarcer than regular strikes and can sell for tens of dollars or more, depending on grade and market demand. Exceptional specimens in near-perfect condition have achieved even higher prices, making them some of the most valuable examples of this date and mint combination. Looking ahead to 2026, the overall value trends for the 1990 Jefferson nickel are expected to remain stable for common examples, while high-quality coins continue to attract strong collector interest. Circulated coins will likely remain at face value due to the sheer number still in existence. Uncirculated coins may see modest increases as more collectors build modern date sets. Full steps examples in high grades are expected to hold their value well and may continue to rise slowly as demand grows and top quality pieces become harder to find. For collectors and hobbyists, the key takeaway is that not all 1990 Jefferson nickels are created equal. While most are ordinary, a small percentage stand out due to exceptional preservation and strike quality. If you come across one with strong luster, minimal marks, and sharply defined steps on the reverse, it may be worth closer examination and possibly professional grading. The 1990 Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of how a common coin can become valuable under the right conditions. While the majority remain everyday pocket change, high-grade and full steps examples have earned their place as desirable collectibles. Understanding what to look for can turn an ordinary nickel into a surprisingly valuable find. 1987 P. Jefferson nickel, a coin that is both common in circulation and intriguing for collectors. We'll dive into its history, design, rarity factors, value, grading, and potential worth in 2026. The 1987 Jefferson nickel was minted in Philadelphia, indicated by the P. mint mark. Its obverse features the left-facing portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse showcases his historic Virginia home, Monticello. This design was created by Felix Schlag and has been a defining image for Jefferson nickels for decades. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, measures 21.2 mm in diameter, and weighs 5 grams. In 1987, the Philadelphia Mint produced a substantial number of these nickels, making it one of the most common issues in the Jefferson series. Despite this, certain qualities and high-grade examples make it desirable to collectors. Although widely circulated, the 1987 P nickel represents a period of improved minting techniques. During the mid-1980s, the mint began producing coins with stronger strikes and better detail, particularly on the steps of Monticello. Collectors often look for coins that show all 5 steps clearly on the reverse, referred to as full-step specimens. This strong strike quality is significant because it affects both collector interest and value. Coins with crisp detail and pleasing aesthetics are always more sought after than weakly struck examples. The 1987 P nickel is notable for several reasons. First, it shows improved strike quality compared to some earlier years. Second, despite being common, high-grade specimens are rarer than coins found in everyday circulation. Collectors often search large quantities of nickels to find coins with exceptional detail and luster. Full steps coins are especially prized because they display all the steps of Monticello clearly, making them more valuable in the numismatic market. Even though most of these coins are ordinary in appearance, the potential for discovering a high-grade example adds excitement to collecting. Condition is key to determining the value of a 1987 P nickel. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70. Lower numbers indicate heavy wear, while higher numbers indicate coins with little to no wear and sharp details. Circulated coins are generally worth only face value. About uncirculated coins have minimal wear and may be slightly more valuable. Uncirculated coins, graded MS60 to MS63, have modest premiums depending on strike and eye appeal. High mint state coins, MS65 and above, especially full steps, are the most collectible and can command significantly higher prices. Exceptional examples at MS67 or MS68 can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The value of a 1987 P nickel depends heavily on its condition. Most coins in circulation are worth 5 cents, but coins in better condition or with full steps can fetch more. Average circulated coins remain at face value. Uncirculated coins may sell for a few dollars. High-grade full steps coins can command tens or even hundreds of dollars, depending on demand and certification. Rare, top-graded examples can reach significantly higher prices, making them highly sought after by collectors. As we move toward 2026, the numismatic market may continue to reward coins in excellent condition and with clear detail. Coins that are well preserved today are likely to increase in desirability over the coming years. When evaluating a 1987p nickel, pay attention to a few key features. Examine the steps on Monticello. Coins showing all 5 steps are considered full steps. Look for minimal wear on Jefferson's portrait. Assess luster and strike quality. Coins with original shine and sharp details are more valuable. Consider professional grading for coins that may be high grade, as certified coins often attract better prices. While most 1987p nickels are common, the opportunity to find a high-grade or exceptional specimen adds excitement to the hobby. The 1987p Jefferson nickel is a fascinating coin that sits at the intersection of common circulation and collectible value. Most coins are worth face value, but collectors who focus on grading, full steps designation, and certification can find significant value. Exploring coins like the 1987p Jefferson nickel is a great way to appreciate both the history of American coinage and the potential rewards of careful collecting. 1993 D Jefferson nickel, a coin that, while common in circulation, holds layers of numismatic interest and potential value that make it a must-know for both casual collectors and serious investors. This video will explore the full story behind this coin, its design, production, rarity, value, and what collectors can expect in the coming years. The Jefferson Nickels series has been a cornerstone of United States coinage since its introduction in 1938. Replacing the Buffalo nickel, it features the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, on the obverse and his iconic home, Monticello, on the reverse. The design was crafted by Felix Schlag, whose artistic work has endured for decades, making the Jefferson nickel one of the most recognizable coins in American currency. In 1993, the United States Mint produced coins in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with the Denver Mint responsible for striking over 406 million nickels for circulation that year. The D Mint mark, placed above Monticello on the reverse side of the coin, distinguishes these coins from those struck in Philadelphia and San Francisco. While the year 1993 coincided with the 250th anniversary of Thomas Jefferson's birth, no special commemorative changes were made to the coin, leaving it a standard 5-cent piece but one with potential collector interest, especially when considering uncirculated and high-grade examples. The 1993 D Jefferson nickel measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter and weighs 5 grams. Its composition is 75% copper and 25% nickel, which has remained consistent with other nickels produced during this era. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of Jefferson, accompanied by the year 1993 and the Denver D Mint mark. The reverse shows Monticello with the inscription 5 cents and E pluribus unum. Collectors particularly look for the full steps variety on the reverse, where the horizontal lines on Monticello's steps are fully defined and unbroken. Coins displaying this detail are more desirable, as they indicate a strong strike and well-preserved surfaces. In terms of rarity, the 1993 D Jefferson nickel is generally common in circulated condition, making it accessible to almost anyone who comes across it in pocket change. However, rarity increases significantly when examining uncirculated coins and those in top grades with full steps designation. Coins graded as MS-65 or higher by professional grading services can command significant premiums, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars at auction. While these coins are far from the rarest in the Jefferson Nickel series, their high-grade condition and collector awareness contribute to their appeal. Circulated examples typically hold only face value or slightly above, while uncirculated coins can range from a few dollars to several tens of dollars depending on condition. Gem-quality coins, especially those graded MS-67 with full steps, can fetch several $100s. highlighting the importance of condition and strike quality in determining market value. The market for the 1993 D. Jefferson nickel has remained stable over the years, with collector demand primarily focused on high-grade, uncirculated examples. Unlike coins made of precious metals, these nickels derive their value from rarity, collector demand, and overall condition. As we move toward 2026, it is expected that the demand for well-preserved coins will continue, with high-grade examples maintaining strong resale values. Collectors who focus on certified coins from professional grading services can generally expect to see continued interest and potential appreciation, particularly for those with full steps or exceptional luster and surface quality. Circulated coins, on the other hand, will likely remain valued at or slightly above face value, making them more of a starting point for collectors rather than a high-value investment. For anyone looking to determine the true value of a 1993 D. Jefferson nickel, it is important to examine the details carefully. Checking the Monticello steps for completeness, evaluating the coin's surface and luster, and comparing it to grading standards are all essential steps. Professional grading can significantly enhance the coin's marketability and ensure that it achieves its highest potential value. Monitoring auctions, online marketplaces, and dealer listings can also help collectors gauge the current market and understand how similar coins are performing. The 1993 D. Jefferson nickel is a coin that blends history, artistry, and potential value in a way that appeals to a wide range of collectors. While common in circulated form, its uncirculated and high-grade examples can offer surprising value, particularly when exhibiting full steps or exceptional strike quality. As we look toward 2026, collectors can expect continued interest in these coins, with premium examples likely maintaining or increasing in value as awareness of the series grows. Whether you are just beginning your collection or adding to an existing portfolio, understanding the 1993 D. Jefferson nickel's history, features, and market potential is essential for anyone serious about numismatics. Keep an eye on your coins, focus on condition, and remember that even everyday nickels can hide exceptional opportunities. The 1983 D. Jefferson nickel. While nickels are often overlooked as everyday change, this coin carries a rich history, unique characteristics, and the potential to be worth significantly more than its 5-cent face value. Whether you are a casual collector, a seasoned numismatist, or someone interested in the future market of collectible coins, this video will provide everything you need to know about the 1983 D. Jefferson nickel, including its history, rarity, market value, and outlook for 2026. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and has become one of the most enduring coin designs in American history. Designed by Felix Schlag, the obverse features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, while the reverse showcases Jefferson's iconic home, Monticello. This design has become a familiar symbol of American currency, with subtle variations introduced over the decades. The 1983 edition, minted in Denver and marked with a small D mint mark, represents one of the regular production issues of the Jefferson nickel, yet it possesses characteristics that make certain examples highly collectible. In 1983, the Denver Mint struck more than 500 million Jefferson nickels, making it a common coin in everyday circulation. Millions of these nickels circulated across the country, appearing in wallets, registers, and coin rolls. On the surface, this abundance may suggest that the coin is ordinary, but collectors know that the story does not end there. The value of a coin is not solely determined by its mintage but also by its condition, quality of strike, and any special design features that may make a particular specimen stand out. Among the 1983 D nickels, a small percentage survived in exceptional condition, uncirculated, and with all of their original luster intact, and these coins are of significant interest to collectors. The primary factors that determine the value of the 1983 D. Jefferson nickel include the coin's condition, the sharpness of its design, and whether it possesses what collectors call full steps on the Monticello reverse. Condition is assessed on a scale from poor to mint state, with coins in higher grades commanding exponentially higher prices. A worn coin found in circulation may be nearly indistinguishable from a standard nickel, but an uncirculated coin with no signs of wear, crisp details, and full mint luster can attract collector attention and increase its market value considerably. Full steps designation is particularly important to collectors of Jefferson nickels. The Monticello building on the reverse features 5 horizontal steps, and coins that clearly show all 5 steps without wear or flattening are considered full steps examples. These coins are far rarer than those with worn or partially defined steps, and they often command significantly higher prices at auctions or in private sales. Coins that are professionally graded and certified by reputable numismatic organizations typically sell for even higher amounts, as certification provides assurance of authenticity and condition. For ordinary circulated 1983 D nickels, the market value remains close to the face value of 5 cents. These coins are abundant, and unless they are in exceptional condition, they generally do not attract premium prices. Uncirculated coins, however, can be valued anywhere from $1 to $5 depending on the eye appeal and sharpness of the strike. Coins graded in higher uncirculated categories, such as mint state 63 to 65, often fetch higher prices due to collector demand. Full steps examples in uncirculated grades can see dramatic increases in value, sometimes selling for hundreds of dollars. The rarest examples, with top-tier grades such as mint state 66 or higher, have been known to sell for over $1,000 or more at auction. These values highlight the dramatic difference that condition and design detail can make for a coin that, at first glance, appears to be an ordinary piece of pocket change. Looking ahead toward 2026, the market for collectible coins, including the 1983 D Jefferson nickel, is expected to remain stable with potential growth for high-quality examples. Collectors continue to seek coins with excellent eye appeal, sharp details, and certified authenticity, which support sustained demand for the best specimens. While ordinary circulated coins will likely remain low in value, uncirculated and full steps examples are expected to continue attracting premium prices. Market trends suggest that coins preserved in exceptional condition, especially those professionally graded, will maintain their appeal to both collectors and investors in the years ahead. For anyone searching through coin rolls, inherited collections, or pocket change, there are a few key points to remember. Verify the mint mark to ensure it is a Denver coin, examine the Monticello steps carefully to identify full steps examples, and consider professional grading if your coin appears uncirculated or of exceptional quality. Checking recent auction results and sales will give a realistic sense of what the market is currently paying for similar coins. Understanding these factors will help you distinguish ordinary coins from valuable collectibles and make informed decisions whether you are buying, selling, or simply adding to your collection. The 1983 D Jefferson nickel may appear humble, but it carries a story that spans decades of American history. From its place in everyday circulation to its potential status as a collectible treasure, this coin demonstrates the intricate world of numismatics, where even a small 5-cent piece can hold significant value. Whether you already have one in your collection or are hoping to find one, the 1983 D Jefferson nickel offers a fascinating glimpse into the past and a tangible connection to history. Its rarity, condition, and design features make it a coin worth examining closely, especially for collectors looking toward the future market in 2026. The 1964 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark. At first glance, it might seem like an ordinary 5-cent piece, but its story, rarity, and appeal to collectors reveal a fascinating history and potential value. Hello coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. In this video, we will cover everything you need to know about the 1964 no mint mark Jefferson nickel, including its history, production, rarity, market value, and what collectors can expect in 2026. Whether you are sorting through pocket change or investing in coins, this guide will give you a complete look at this classic nickel. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938 to honor President Thomas Jefferson and his home, Monticello. By 1964, the United States was experiencing a coin shortage due to increased demand, which led the U.S. Mint to produce a very large number of nickels that year. This issue is significant because it was one of the last years in which coins from the Philadelphia Mint were produced without a mint mark, making the 1964 nickel particularly interesting to collectors. Unlike the earlier war nickels, the 1964 nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with no silver content. the Philadelphia Mint produced over 1 billion nickels in 1964, while the Denver Mint also struck coins with a D mint mark. The sheer quantity of 1,964 nickels means that most coins are very common, yet certain features, grades, or varieties can make some examples far more valuable than the average circulation coin. Not all 1964 nickels are created equal. The value of a coin depends on several key factors. Condition plays a major role, with coins graded from poor to mint state, and the higher the grade, the greater the value. Coins that show all the steps on the Monticello depiction, known as full steps, are especially desirable. A limited number of nickels were struck as special mint set coins, which have a sharper, more detailed finish. Additionally, coins with unusual striking errors or unique characteristics can command a premium among collectors. Most 1964 no-mint mark nickels in circulation are worth only 5 cents. Coins that have been heavily circulated rarely have any additional collector value. For uncirculated coins in lower mint state grades, the value may range from a few cents to a few dollars, depending on condition. The coins that truly attract collector interest include uncirculated high-grade coins, top mint state coins graded MS65 and above, which can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Coins with fully visible Monticello steps are rare and highly sought after, with high-grade examples reaching thousands of dollars. Special mint set coins were struck in limited quantities and have a distinct satin-like finish. They are among the most valuable 1964 nickels, with top certified examples sometimes selling for tens of thousands of dollars. Many people assume that simply being old makes a coin valuable, but this is not the case. Most 1964 no-mint mark nickels are very common and are worth only face value unless they are uncirculated, have full steps, or are a rare variety. If you believe you have a valuable 1964 nickel, examine the Monticello steps carefully, as fully distinct steps can increase value. Look for special mint set qualities, which have a sharper finish and different appearance. Consider professional grading, as certified coins often command much higher prices. Research recent sales, as market value fluctuates and auction results provide the most accurate estimate. The 1964 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel is more than just a 5-cent coin. While the majority are worth only face value, rare high-grade examples, full steps coins, and special mint set varieties can fetch significant sums. As we move into 2026, collector demand for high-quality examples is likely to remain strong, making these coins a small but fascinating piece of American numismatic history. The next time you hold a 1964 Jefferson nickel, take a closer look. It might be worth far more than you think. If you found this video helpful and informative, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more detailed coin value guides, history breakdowns, and collector tips. Thank you for watching, and happy collecting.